Now, course outline is always a skeleton of what we may or may not cover. So when I give you a course outline and the syllabus book is given something else, don't blame me that I gave you, something which is different. The course outline is just a skeleton and you can choose to have it that way or your way. I guess that is clear. So I will give you a fairly corresponding course outline, but if you want, you can go to the library or the department and get the syllabus book, which shows how many hours a given section of this course takes. And to tell you the truth, no one of you should fail this course, because it is just a summary of electricity and magnetism. After all, why should you fail? But if you try to combine the course with many other stuff, especially teaching, that is part-timing, be sure you fail. Or just get average marks. I've said this over and over again. Schools around will always have to exploit you because they know you are needy, and then the students will always make you feel big when you can say, "Excuse me, sir, I want this number. It is refusing, and how is campus, sir?" So you feel that hugeness in you, and you forget that when you come here, I have to torture you myself. So it's like you don't concentrate. So it's up to you to make sure that you combine these two things. So I should now start giving you the outline, and then I can explain time after time. So we shall have a review of electrostatics as number one. Electrostatics. And if you remember very well, here we shall try to look at the use of ozone. Now when I talk of eigenfunctions, it's like if I talked of bases in senior 2, in senior 1. Of course, I think there are bases in senior 1, bases in senior 2, you see. Almost each of the classes has bases. But when you are being taught base 2, nobody talks about a computer. True or false? True. The guy comes and says in base 2, when you are calculating, you can only have 1 and a 0 and 1, because you can't have the same number in the same base, nor can you have a higher number in the same base. And then he gives you some examples, and then he gives exercise and goes away. Now that a bunch of you are teachers to be, I would like to assure you that after my thorough thinking about our education system, I find out that our education system has no problem. Basically, we are okay. The curriculum is fine, the notes are okay, everything is okay. What is the problem? The problem is on the implementers. If you gave me matoke, I'll cook it our way. Boil the matoke, get some stick, pound them up, and make my matoke either taste, I don't know how you would call it in the language, in the best language. And I would be able to use this matoke to make or to eat my sauce, and I would be happy. If I give it to somebody here in the central, they will have to first get these things of the matoke thing. You see, these are the sticks of matoke, and then they will have to get this thing which they cut off, split it into pieces, put it inside the saucepan, get the banana leaves. Here steaming that I wanted to taste, have a taste. But we are all cooking the same. You give it to someone, I don't know what the Easterners do, whether they just boil it or what, I don't know. Now, but we are cooking the same food. The way of cooking here in our education system is the problem. The food is okay. We use Tom Duncan, it is used in UK. We use Nericon and Parker, it is not published by a person from here. We use Backhorse, it is not published by Uganda. We use Bostock, it is not published by Uganda. Every calculation in Bostock is international. The problem is the cooker. You go to class, you say, when you go to UNED, calculate this number, get this answer, and you will pass. See you tomorrow. So what is your purpose in class? I've interacted with a lot of people on the social network who are complaining, this education system is stupid. There is no problem with the education system. The problem is people who go to teaching because it is a job. Because they want to earn money. Then we have people who have schools who are entrepreneurs and all they want is to get money from schools. If you decided to propose in school that you want to introduce some new way of teaching, like come with demonstrations, ask some money to make some demos, students will say, that teacher, he talks a lot. Imagine if I was still teaching. The way I teach is the way I used to teach in secondary. And I gave up. So if you can think about it closely, of how Matoke is prepared in the West, prepared in the Central, or Kaum or Kalo. If you look at the way these things are prepared, like for us, we use millet for only this hot porridge. Here they make it porridge for cold drinking, Then the ones I think in the East make some brew from the millet. But it is the same millet, It's the same millet. We make anjon out of it. So I want to know one Ugandan. You see, when you grow, I think most of Ugandans now are at teenage, at the adolescent stage, education-wise. You have finished A level, you have finished campus. You can be on the social network, log in Facebook. That is, I can call it education adolescent stage. So you are trying now to kind of disprove everyone. I can look for a file from US and read their even constitution. These things here are fake. But do you ask yourselves, the publisher of Nericon and Parker, is it Ugandan? Boston. Humphrey. These books are from abroad. So it means they are not written there that published for Uganda. They are written there. Of course, those are the problem people who now went into the Nericon and Parker, started picking only for exam. I read Kachinda from page 1 to the last page, the first typed one. You could ask me, I could tell you number 25 in the section of mechanics, the answer is this. Because I copied those questions with my hands, I have evidence, I have what I copied with hands, because I didn't have money for photocopy. And anyway, even if the photocopy could be there were no photocopiers. You would find one photocopier and the photocopy was like a treasure. And there were, one page. You would only do one page like for 5 minutes. You may not believe me, but that's what used to happen. Okay, so I wrote to him an email some time back and he replied. He replied and said he's grateful that even here in Africa we use his book. I was surprised. I don't know whether some people think Africa is some place where animals run around to be seen by. In the morning I was watching CNN and then I saw Prince Williams watching, committing that he has passion for African animals. He would like them to be conserved. Then some stupid ranger was crying that the elephants were killed for poaching and taking away the ivory. Then Williams also showed like he's emotional. Come on. Aren't we better than animals? You can imagine an elephant feeds well than me. He's even thought about more than me. So we are like a garden for the West. For them, they are doing their industries, they are building their nice apartments. Our chunks of land are just having animals running around that we are conserving for them to come and see them. When I become a president, I will take those animals away and build houses for my people. And put their houses, flats for my people. Yeah? For Uganda, for the Uganda. Okay, so true. I guess when Museveni was talking, when he was teaching in Dar es Salaam, because he taught for some time, I guess when he was talking, people were laughing like we were laughing. When in the P5, I used to sneak to P3 to teach. To teach mathematics. So I guess, I don't remember well, but I guess whenever I would say, if I become a qualified teacher, I will make sure I tell you when you don't answer. I think they laughed like you laughed. For free. All the books, you will be able to read through the book at the comfort of your computer. And in case you want to get your own other copies, you can go to http and book fi, which is like bookfind.org. You can also find my video lectures at YouTube or youtube.com/Hope Consults. So you'll be able to get most other video lectures about the course on YouTube and see how I was teaching last years and the jokes I made, the emphasis I made, and there are also a few lectures of electricity and magnetism. I don't know whether of your time. Yes, those especially is one I like most, that of Drude's model. It's a nice lecture there if you happen to go to YouTube, and you'll be able to enjoy this. I expect these ones I'm taking now to be better.